Hi, my name is Adam Price. I'm currently a senior at BYU, Idaho. I graduate in April of 2017, and I hope to start a Mac program in fall of 2017. So to start off with the first question of where does my interest of accounting come from? I'd have to go back to my sophomore year of high school. Sophomore year of high school, I knew I wanted to go into the business world in some direction. And so I decided to join a club called DECA. And now in DECA, it was mainly marketing focused, but each year there were competitions. To participate in these competitions, you had to choose a specific area of accounting that you would like to compete in. Uh, Excuse me, a specific area of business that you'd like to compete in. And so I decided to choose accounting. Choosing accounting at that time was just a whim. I knew nothing of business. I didn't know anything about supply chain or marketing or um, hotel tourism management or anything like that. And so choosing accounting was just on a whim. And throughout the year, preparing for this competition, I got a hold of an old accounting textbook from like the 80s, myself a little bit about what debits and credits were and trying to understand the very basics of accounting. Well, time came and I didn't feel very prepared for this competition. I still didn't feel like I knew what accounting was. As part of these competitions, they give you a case study and you have about 15 minutes to prepare a presentation. And then you go in and you role play as if you were, and there'll be judges who are your clients, and you have to present to them what your solution is for their problem in their business. Well, I didn't know how I did. I went in doing what I thought accountants would do. Again, I really had no idea what they really did. But as it turns out, I did fairly okay. I placed second place in that regional competition, and that was good enough to qualify for the state competition. My sophomore, junior, senior year of high school, it was the same story. Each year I would try to teach myself a little bit more about accounting. At that time, my high school didn't have an accounting class, and so I didn't have any teacher to help me understand what I was supposed to be learning. I try to understand a little bit more about LIFO and FIFO, or debits and credits, or accounts payable, accounts receivable, how they work with each other. Um, and each year in these competitions, a little bit better and a little better. And by the end of my senior year, I realized that I was really interested in. I really wanted to know how accounting really affected um, the business world. And so, my freshman year of college, I decided to enroll in an accounting 201 class. And that was probably one of the best choices I've ever made. I loved that class. I loved the material that we learned. I loved learning the principles of accounting. I loved the I loved the teacher and just the style that of business and numbers that accounting is. So after that, I took a 202 course, took a managerial course, and I knew that accounting was what I wanted to major in. And ever since then, I just know accounting is going to be what my future is going to be. And so I've never once doubted. I've never once second thought my decision to major in accounting. I knew that this is what I was supposed to do. To answer a second question, I would choose the question of if you could be any animal, what would you be and why? Now, it took me a while to think about this question and really pinpoint a specific animal that I wanted to be and why I wanted to be that animal. But I finally decided that if I could be any animal, I would want to be a seagull. Now, um, the reasons why I want to be a seagull is because if you think about it, no matter what the weather is like, it's a sunny day, it's a rainy day, it's a stormy day, it's a windy day, you will not be surprised to see a seagull flying in the sky. You wouldn't be surprised to see a seagull, out on the edge of a lake or floating on the water during any sort of weather. So applying that to my life, um, I really admire the type of people who can go with the flow, no matter what their circumstances are, no matter what is given to them, they're able to make do with it. They're able to continue moving forward with their life. They won't get dragged down by bad weather or bump in the road. You know, they won't let these things hinder them in their progress moving forward. And so I would really like to be a seagull. I would really like to be that kind of person who doesn't let things stop him. Now, the third question I'd like to answer is if I could have a free trip to anywhere in the world, where would I go and why? This question, it wasn't really hard for me to think of where I'd want to go. For me, I would really love to go to Taiwan. Now, Taiwan might seem like a random country for uh, someone to want to go to, but for me, it has a special meaning. About 4 years ago, I went on a service mission for my church. And as part of that mission, I went and I lived in Taiwan for 2 years. Now, when I was in Taiwan, I learned the language, I learned Mandarin, I learned the culture, I learned how to make friends with the Taiwanese people, became accustomed to their food. I love their food, and everything about Taiwan I just fell in love with. Years, and it's been about 2 years since I returned home. And every day I think about my experiences that I've had in Taiwan. Every day I think about the people there, the culture there. I think about everything that I left behind there. And so if I could have a free trip to anywhere in the world, I would like to be immersed in that area that I grew in love with, that I so miss and would really like to experience again. So this is the end of the video interview. I hope it goes well. I hope I'll be able to be in further communication with you guys. Thank you.